Welcome to Ultimate Survival Gear. Today, as you guys can see, finally on this channel I have these Altama, something from Altama. Yes, I know I've been requested to review Altama stuff so many times, and here we go. Finally I have it, and this is one of the most popular boots or shoes that they have. Is their Altama Maritime. Check this out, Maritime Assault in the mid-size. And look at this color. Now, if this color does not speak survival, I don't know what is. All right, let me make everything look nice. And a little announcement. Now, you know, guys, if you have been subscribed to my channel, you know that I always put the Amazon links in the description below. But now I also started placing some other links for the official website for the stuff, for sometimes US Elite Gear. That's one of the, I love that website, one of the best websites for looking, you know, just taking a look and seeing what is out there whenever it comes to good combat tactical survival gear. So sometimes they have stuff that I'm reviewing here, like shoes, boots, backpacks, whatever, clothing. Sometimes they have discounts and they are better prices than on Amazon. So check all the links that I have in the description below. Maybe you will find a better price at some point, or on a discount or on sale. Okay, so let's get into the review of this one. As some of you know, this is not just a regular shoe or boot review. This review is specifically for my Ultimate Survival boots section. Yes, and I mean, listen, what can be a better survival boot or shoe look than this? Yeah, I love the color. And yes, this is one of the most popular combat tactical, just a regular day-to-day wear, being prepared, right? Shoes on Amazon, at least on Amazon, with over 1,000 reviews, almost 5 stars, so people love this. And I kind of like it too. I like the idea. Before we get into the whole review, I will explain why I like the idea behind this. Look at this. It looks like a regular, I mean, besides the color, but you can get them in different colors. You can get them in more modest, less aggressive looking colors, all right, if that's what you're into. But if you look at this, it looks like just your normal everyday sneaker, something that you can wear to work, something that you can wear to grocery store, and not look weird and not look like you're freaking some kind of post-apocalyptic, I don't know, whoever, right? This is very inconspicuous look, besides the color, of course. But like I said, you can get them in different color, and I like it because most of the situations that happen in our life, and hopefully you will never have to go through something like this where you have to genuinely survive, but most of these situations, they happen unexpectedly. And it's not like, oh, something bad is happening, let me go home and change from this normal dress shoes that I'm wearing to a survival shoe that I have in my closet, in my house, right? No, if you are wearing something on your feet at the time of whatever situation is happening, this is what you're going to be surviving in. So something like this you can wear every single day, pretty much everywhere you go, without looking weird. It increases your chances to wear something like this during your survival situation, if you're catching on to the point. So I already like this, but let's get into the main review. Let's start with the criteria number 1, of course, comfort level. Now, in order to test the comfort level of all the boots and shoes that I review on this channel, I do a 3-mile run non-stop, and then a 5-mile walk non-stop, no pauses in between, and then I continue wearing the boots or shoes for the rest of the day, so that the total wear time is about 8 hours. Okay. Overall, whenever it comes to the comfort level, this is pretty good. And let's start with the very first factor that contributes to the comfort level, is the weight. And I got my scale over here. This is size 10. And I'll tell you exactly how light or heavy these are. 14.5. Excellent. Excellent weight. Now, to give you reference numbers, if you want something that is lightweight, you're looking for something that is under 20 ounce. The more under 20 ounce it is, the lighter. Now, this is like more than 5 ounce of that 20. So this is definitely on the lighter side. So running in these was pretty easy. I didn't really get fatigued from the weight or anything like that. And honestly, just to kind of not to sway you away from anything, if your boot's a little bit more than 20 ounce, 21, 22 ounce per boot per shoe, of course, it's really not that much of not a big deal. But just keep in mind that the more over 20 ounce you go, the more into the heavier category you get. Now, if you are running, if you are walking for extended periods of time, you start getting fatigue from the weight. So this is really, really good. Let's move on to the next factor that contributes to the comfort level. Flexibility of the outsole. And check this out. Wow, this doesn't even take no effort. Check this out. It's super flexible. It's unbelievably flexible. So running in these was very nice, very easy. Definitely, I mean, excellent flexibility of the outsole. But let's move on to the inner sole now. And I'll try to take it out and show you because it is very, very unique. I personally have not seen anything like that in all of them. And I mean, I've done hundreds of reviews and I haven't seen anything like this. And actually, this is pretty cool. Check this out. This is a very rubbery, very nice cover of the inner sole. There's a very distinct, as you can see, heel bed over here, very distinct arch support, excellent arch support, and overall very good cushioning. But the huge plus is that it's all nice and rubbery. So if you ever get this, you can easily get this muddy, all freaking messed up, dirty, this comes out, you just clean it off and you stick it in and you're good to go. So this is excellent inner sole. I really, really do like it. Now, moving on further, we got our padding, another thing that contributes to the comfort level. And as you can see, very, very nicely padded over here. By the way, these are made in Cambodia. So if you guys are not a fan of the CCP stuff, well, this is Cambodia right here. So well, moving on, we got some padding, decent amount of padding here in the shaft, in the heel, and moving on throughout the whole boot, except this very front part, which I mean is fine. Just make sure to get them in the right size, but we will talk about the sizing later. So overall, on the comfort, great job there. The only little complaint that I have, it will get better, it will break in over time, but one little complaint that I have is whenever you are, if you are like climbing or something, if you are bending, if you're, getting on your knee in, firing position or whatever, in these shoes, is this cover here, which is excellent. It adds a lot of protection, but this cover creates a pressure point on your toe here when it bends. So that can create some fatigue over time. Again, like I said, over time it will get better because it will get softer in that particular crease, because on whatever you're doing it kind of will adapt to it, but still keep that in mind. Okay, let's move on to the criteria number 2, proofing and protection. Now, these are not waterproof, but here's the cool part. Look at this right here. This on this side and this on this side. This is a drainage vent. Okay, so if you get some water, which I mean is you can easily get water and you step in it, even the lowest part of the shaft is only about 4 inches, so not much of the clearance anyway. To me, this is perfect. You can get into the water, you can cross a creek in these, and they will dry up very, very quickly because there's a drainage vent, and because the material, the way it is designed to dry up very quickly. See this? Yes, this will not get wet and stay wet. No, this will all just water drain out of this and you will become nice and dry. So to me, this is a great, personally I do like it. To me, it's either a waterproof boot with good clearance for waterproofing, or something like this, which does not really care about clearance, but cares about the drainage and drying up fast. And this is the case here, so I like it. Moving on to the protection. Obviously, we have our nice rubber cap over here. Again, don't kind of misinterpret it. If you drop something heavy on your toe, you will feel it, okay? But it adds great amount of protection. Now, you do have some protection from the outsole, obviously pretty massive outsole, midsole, both in one. We will talk about the outsole later. And of course, you have some protection in the ankles because of the nice padding, and the heel is nicely reinforced. Okay, so let's move on to the criteria number 3 now, quality and the design features. Okay, quality-wise, not even pointless for me to say anything about the quality. Just go the link in the description below for Amazon. Over 1,000 just on this particular one, over 1,000 reviews. People love these boots. They swear by them. So quality wise, no complaints. Now the design features, usually I talk about the lacing system. I already mentioned the vent, which is kind of a design feature, but here, as you can see, all you have are close hooks. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pairs of close hooks. Nothing crazy. It's a flat thin strings. You guys know, if you watch my reviews, I don't like the flat thin, but that's fine. They work here. They do their job, whatever they need to do, so pretty good. Let's move on to the criteria number 4 now. Outsole, traction stability. So whenever I do my run and my walk, I do it on a variety of different surfaces. I start with older asphalt, then the newer tarmac, dry sand, dry grass, wet grass, rocky road, trail surface, concrete, marble tile, rubber, and then the rock wall. Okay, so I tested on a lot of stuff. Now, as you can see, this outsole is on the flatter side, so it is a little bit slippery on wet grass. However, there are some pretty aggressive grooves here. These grooves are pretty aggressive, so you don't sacrifice that much. They're not as slippery as they look. I honestly was surprised. When I took them out of the box, I was like, holy cow, this is gonna be freaking slippery. But they're not, because there is a lot of aggression, and this is actually good quality rubber because it's very, very hard where it needs to be hard. Also, if you see this wave design pattern going, it really does help on surfaces like marble and tile. So I thought they're gonna be pretty slippery on marble and tile, but they're not. Yes. So Altama did a pretty good job. The only complaint that I have about the outsole is I feel like it would be much better if there were some ridges here, just for climbing stuff, just for getting additional kind of a grip on this, because this area just not utilized at all, and it can be very, very useful, especially for combat situations. So Altama, if you guys are watching this review, please consider adding some ridges on the sides here, just for more versatility in different tactical combat situations. It would be great. But overall, I am impressed with this outsole. Now, I'm not gonna mention anything about ice or snow. These are not winter boots. They are not designed, they're not insulated or anything like that, and they will be very slippery on ice. Obviously, just like pretty much everything else except the ice boots. But let's move on to the criteria number 5, the temperature, since I mentioned the ice and snow. So this is not a winter boot. I would not recommend it for winter at all. Okay, you have drainage vents here. You're gonna be wet throughout the whole walk in the snow. Okay, not at all. No winter. But other 3 seasons, great. Hot summer days, fantastic, very nice, very breathable. These drainage vents, they definitely do help. Just prepare, if it's raining, just prepare to get wet. You know, it's to me it's fine, but it's up to you. You gotta kind of have to look at it. You know, am I okay getting wet every time it rains because of the drainage vents, or no? If you are, then I would recommend the socks that kind of dry fast too. Okay, just to keep that in mind. Let's move on to the criteria number 6 really quick. The sizing. These are true to the size, but make sure to get them in the right size for yourself, which is half a size bigger than your normal shoe size. You want to have a little bit of extra space here. You don't want your toe touching this from the inside, because you gonna get fatigued pretty quickly, because this does not feel good. All right, let's move on to the criteria number 7, balance of application. So if this was your ultimate survival boot, would this be good for you? Will it help you to survive, or would it get you killed? Well, I think this is an excellent option, and again, one of the main reasons why I think these particular boots are a great option as a survival, because you can wear them everywhere. If you don't like the mid-size, you can get them in the regular low-rise size and just wear them like your all-star sneakers, right? And look good and be comfortable and be ready for whatever. Okay, so overall, just for that reason, I absolutely love Love this boot as an option. I would like to see it updated in a few ways, with some ridges here on the outsole, with a little bit of an improved comfort level, with some padding maybe on the inside of the toe box just for more cushioning, maybe a little bit more cushioning in the inner sole, just so that it is not as hard. Maybe another layer would be nice over here to kind of give a little bit more cushioning, just for a better comfort. But overall, this is an excellent option. So let me know in the comments below, guys, what do you think about this review? What do you think about this shoe? Like I said, all the links are in the description below, the links for Amazon and the links for US Elite Gear, which is like my new favorite website. There's a lot of good stuff out there. Check out. Sometimes the price is better on one, sometimes the other way around, so check both of the links out. If you found this review useful, please consider subscribing. That definitely helps. Please consider joining the membership on this channel. It's only 99 cents a month, but these money, they do help me a lot to bring some new products for reviews for you guys. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. This was Ultimate Survival Gear. I'll see you guys in the next video.